And sorry about the technical difficulties there. We're doing mock drafts tonight, okay? We're doing some spur of the moment mock drafting 2022. I'll be dropping the link very shortly. And if you have any questions while we mock, ask away. Let's roll. File in. And I'll be dropping the link here in a second. Let me pull up the live chat and drop said link. Give me 1 second. We'll be dropping it in about 20 seconds. So file in, get ready to mock draft. We'll probably do 1 or 2 of them. 5 rounds only, so don't you worry. We will probably do more than 1. I don't think we'll do 3 or 4, but we'll probably do at least 1 or 2. All right, let me drop the link in about 10 seconds here. Mock draft. So it's got to do some housekeeping. Click on this, click on that. Hit save. Go to my channel. Here we go. Link is dropping in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to pin the link. I'm going to shut myself up there. Link. Boom. Jump in. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. What's up, Steven? What's up, champs? What's up, Double A? What's up, Mark Cleveland? What's up, Tom? Link is pinned in the chat. So jump on in. Get you some mock drafting on. We'll do best ball tomorrow night. I don't know what's going on. I tried to load it and it just wasn't. It was like not recognizing my state. So we'll get the bugs worked out on that. Looks like we're full on the first mock draft here. We will begin right now. And tell you what, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do 2 mock drafts at the same time. We're going to do 2 mock drafts at the same time. Here we go. I'll take just for simplicity, I'm going to take the 1 spot. I took the 6 spot. I took the 1 spot. This will help me better do 2. All right, drop in the link for mock draft number 2. We're going to do it side by side. Don't jump in both, please. Please don't jump in both. Mock draft 2. If it doesn't fill up, you can jump in. But please let some other people jump in. I just pinned that link. I'm almost on the clock in mock draft 1. This is mock draft 2. We're going to do 2 at the same time. Please don't jump in both unless it doesn't fill up or something, okay? Actually, you know what? We only got 11 people in here. Everybody grab a spot. That's right. This is the lightest live stream at night we've had in a long time. 11 people. Really? Really? 13? We should have like 50. I think it's because I went live and then I ended it and I went live again and YouTube didn't send the notification the second time. I hate that. So Jamar is gone. Let me go. Oh, that's loud. Somebody's gonna kill me. Let me go Cooper Cup. Not super flex. We'll do a super flex next time. Smitty, the toilet won't unclog, Mike. Any tips? I don't know, man. That sounds like a... Okay, jump into mock draft 2. I pinned the link. Fill her up. Woke me up off the couch with the notification. Okay, I'm glad you got the notification. Javonte Williams at number 9. He's going to be climbing here shortly, guys. Get ready for the climb. You can get in the second mock, bro. The link's pinned right now. Look at, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 spots, David. You have no excuse not to get a spot. It's sitting right in front of you. I pinned the link. Mike, grab a spot. CMC round 1 is a rookie mistake, says Mike. Did someone go CMC round 1? Let's go. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots left in mock 2. The link is pinned. And if you can be in both, it's fine. We don't have enough people in here to worry about that. 16 people watching. More will file in. We'll get like 50 in here, but right now, jump in and grab a spot. Chris McCaffrey at 1.4 is really early, Harry. Goodness gracious, man. It's not 2019, pal. I appreciate your belief in the man, okay? Let me put it that way, but definitely not going near him at number 4 overall value, in my opinion. He makes a pretty decent, bet at the turn picks. Okay, 2 spots left in mock draft 2. We're going to start that immediately. 2 spots left. Grab it. It's pinned. The link is pinned. Do 2 mocks if you want. We're good with it. But I don't want to hear any complaints about how you didn't get into a mock when I'm doing literally 2 at the same time here. There's 2 spots sitting there. Link is pinned in the chat. You have no excuse to not get in mock draft number 2. It is waiting for you right this very second. Jefferson. Okay, I'm on the clock. Diggs, Hopkins, DK, AJ Brown. Let me just take a look here. God, we're out of time. Let's go. Let's try the double wide receivers. Let's see how that goes. Okay, we're full in this mock. We're going to start mock draft number 2. We're beginning. I'm going to go JT. Okay, there we go. Back to mock draft number 1. Kamara in the first. Who took Kamara? Double A. I'm shocked. Kamara. Do you think he's going to play, bro? I don't blame you if you do, but I certainly am not taking that man in the top 2 rounds. That is very interesting, though. Double A. Maybe you're still asleep. Maybe you're still kind of groggy. maybe Double A woke up off the couch to jump into this mock. Maybe Double A still a little bit groggy. I don't know. I appreciate you, Double A, though, but I am curious what you're thinking at least. Kamara just fell to the 3.8 in your 12-man Superflex Dynasty mock draft. So, yeah, that's... Billy's about to time out on the back-to-backs here. Ooh, almost. Billy Goat almost timed out. Billy Goat's got Derrick Henry, which is really early. We got a couple really early picks here. Derrick Henry at 1, McCaffrey at 4, Kamara at 12. This is one of the most unique first rounds I've ever seen in a mock draft so far. I mean, this is pretty crazy. Henry at 1, McCaffrey at 4, and Kamara at 12. Wow. Kyler at 3.1. That is so early, bro. Billy Goat, come on, man. Kyler's... I don't know what's gonna happen with Kyler this year. Dude is frustrating. I'm in Arizona, Billy Goat, and he's a frustrating guy. Harris, Diggs, and who you gonna pair there? Mike C. Oh, I gotta Mark Cleveland. Okay. So we're still in the first round. This is mock draft 2. Taylor, Jefferson, Najee Harris, Hill, Kupp, Chase, Henry, Cook, McCaffrey, Javonte. This is kind of a crazy mock too. We're doing redraft right now. Jefferson, I don't blame you, Zeke, for taking Jefferson, but, it's definitely higher than I've seen him go. Okay, I'm almost on the clock here. Let me cue some people up. I don't want to get left in the lurch here. 30 seconds is tough. It is tough. Let's see. I'm going to cue some players that I don't know that I would take necessarily. I'm on the clock. Walker was a good pick. That was a good pick. Boy, I don't know what to do here. I think I'm going to go, wow, can I try the triple wides? Because I'm not feeling the running backs here. Let's try it. Let's see what we can do with it. Triple wide receivers, Cup, A.J. Brown, Hopkins. Let's try it. This is circling back on mock draft 2 a little bit slower of a mock for whatever reason. It feels like it's dragging. Diggs, Samuel, Kelsey, and Mixon are the first picks in the second round there. Let's go back to mock draft number 1, where we've got from the 8 spot, we got Eckler, Chubb, Andrews. From the 7 spot, we got Jefferson, Swift, Higgins. Higgins is really early. From my spot 1.6, I'm getting nuts. I mean, I'm complaining about different picks in this draft, and look at me trying to triple wide. Like I don't know what I'm doing here. 1.6, 2.7, 3.6, and I'm taking wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver. Let's see how this shakes out though, because that is a nice triple stack right there. Jamar Chase, Mitchell, and Kenneth Walker from the 5 spot. McCaffrey, Mahomes, and Barkley from the 4 spot. I mean, it's not bad. It's just early on McCaffrey. Harris, Diggs, Kittle, not bad. Taylor, Allen, Lamb. Probably my favorite team so far is the 1.2 with Taylor, Josh Allen, and Lamb. Henry, Metcalf, and Murray is not bad at all. It just is really early on Henry and really early on Kyler, but it's still a nice looking trio. We'll see how it shakes out as you get deeper in the draft. Okay, I'm almost on the clock here. I better start queuing up some people. Let's queue up some peeps and get to drafting here. What do we do here? What do we do? What are we doing here? I liked Metcalf, but I don't know if I would have taken him. I don't like the quarterbacks here at this particular draft slot. I would have taken Mahomes or Allen. Tight ends, I'm not liking these tight ends. Swift is a pretty good pick. Gibson's not bad. I'm going to go Swift and Lamb. Not bad. Not bad. Taylor Swift. I went Taylor Swift with pick number 1. I went Taylor Swift Lamb. Taylor Swift Lamb. That's funny. Oh, I'm on the clock here. Okay, so we got 3 wide receivers. We need running backs. We got 16 seconds left. Cam's not horrible there, but I'm not doing it. This is a little bit risky. Auto, I had time left. Did you guys see that? I had 10 seconds left. What is going on here? Who's got commissioner powers is overriding my pick. There's a delay in the timer. I had 10 seconds left. This is hogwash. Good Lord. Let's see what I do now. I mean, hey, it's kind of fun. You know, Herbert technically is one of the best players on the board. I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, Cup, A.J. Brown, Hopkins, Herbert. Let's see what I can do with this. Because I'm not feeling like the team's bad. I'm just feeling like we don't know what we're going to deal with here at the running back spot later. But I like the Taylor Swift, Lamb. Jefferson, Metcalf, Hopkins. Zeke is trying to do from the 1.2 in mock draft number 2 what I'm doing here in mock draft number 1. Cup, A.J. Brown, Hopkins. Auto pick with 10 seconds left, mind you. I got Herbert. Najee, Kittle, Burrow, Hill, Mahomes, Akers, Cup, Allen, Keenan, Jamar Chase, Chubby, and Mitchell, Henry, A.J. Brown, and what is Champs going to do? Who's Champs going to pair with Henry and A.J. Brown? This is a pretty decent trio. Andrews ain't bad. Cook, Kamara. Okay. I mean, we've seen this before. Dangerous. But if Kamara doesn't play and Cook gets hurt, you know, it could be one of those things where, like, on paper, you're like, that's the team to beat. And the team it doesn't look the same, you know, at the end of the year. Mental with McCaffrey, Diggs. Nice start. I like that. Let's come back to you. We're getting closer to my pick here in the 5th round, the final round of this draft. We're going to just do these 2 mock drafts, and we're going to talk a little fantasy football. 32 people in now. I know it's the off season. I know the NFL Super Bowl just ended and people are like taking a little break from football. We're going to have probably about 30 or 50 people in our live streams at night for the first, month or so, or couple weeks. I mean, it just depends. We might have 100. I mean, who knows? But I still am going live. I don't care if we got smaller audiences right now. I do this for you. I work for you. Ways away from my pick here, so we're gonna walk away from this draft for a minute, come back over here. We're gonna start auto picking. We're gonna start pre-ranking. Okay, so we need a running back. Breece Hall's still there. We're doing Breece Hall. This could work out very badly if he doesn't get a starting job, obviously, but you know what, for being auto picked on Herbert after going triple wides, I'm not feeling. AAA said forgot about Kamara's shenanigans. No, you didn't. There's no way you forgot about it, bro. I think you're playing off of that other guy that said that the other night. There's no way you forget about Kamara's too much in the news every single day to have forgotten about that. You were playing with me, AA. You're playing with me, bro. How do you feel about me skipping running backs early for wide receivers? I mean, Clayton, it's one of my most talked about strategies, bro. I love the wide receiver approach. It's all best player available to me. There's no set plan. If the set plan is best player available, I'm okay. If best player available leads to wide receiver, it leads to wide receiver. Always go best player available, obviously within reason. Waddle was a steal at 4.5. I think that's because he's ranked very low. I don't think his ADP will be there. McLaurin's good value at 4.3. Mike Evans is good at 4.8. Here's this mock. This is a good looking mock. It's got a few things that seem a little early and out of place. We're getting closer to my picks here, but I'm gonna end this, or not end this. I'm gonna switch back over here. So Kupp, AJ Brown, Hopkins, Herbert, Breece Hall. Who knows what I would have ended up with. Spiller was still on the board. James Conner. I might have done okay at running back. I don't know if I love the team. It's an interesting look. Good looking teams there. Debo, Javonte, Elliott, Waller. Elliott's a little high at 3.9. I'm gonna admit. Cook, Kelsey, Aaron Jones, McLaurin, Cooper, not bad. Adams, Hill, Gibson, Dobbins, Ridley. Be careful of JK. Don't take him too high. He's coming back from an ACL, bro. Kamara, Mixon, Keenan Allen, Pitts, Dak, Eckler, Chubb. Interesting teams, man. Interesting teams. Mine looks weird. I'm not going to lie. It looks weird. Back to this. So I've got JT. I've got DeAndre. I've got Lamb. I'm going to start pre-ranking some fools. And for whatever reason, I'm getting like auto-drafted like 10 seconds early. I don't know what's up with the timer, but I definitely have to make sure I'm not getting timed out again because that wasn't fun. But I didn't mind the pick, actually, but it still was crazy to be forced quarterback after I went triple wide receiver. So we're definitely going to have to stay ahead of the timer just to make sure I'm not going to get screwed out of a strong pick here. Okay. Who we got at quarterback? Without Herbert being there. You took Breece Hall. Okay. So I'm going to say here. I'm liking this. This feels good. I mean, I like Pitts here, but I'm going to go Mike Evans. I'm going to round out my wide receivers with Lamb and Mike Evans. I've got Swift and Taylor at running back. I'm going to pile. I could either get Pitts or I'm going to get Kenneth Walker. That's a strong looking squad there from that one spot. I got to say, that's impressive stuff. Taylor Swift with the 1-2. Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Swift, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans. Maybe Mike Evans is catching footballs from Watson. We don't know. But Mike Evans, Kenneth Walker's a steal from 5.1. This guy could be a potential like 3.2 or 3.1 pick in August. I love that. I love that. Double A says, I promise I forgot about Kamara for a quick minute, then I made fun of myself. Okay. I guess I believe you, bro. Somebody did that the other night, and I thought you were making fun of them because he said he forgot, and I never let him live it down. I was like, there's no way you forgot, bro. There's no way. We've been talking about this constantly. But, it happens, bro. You just woke up from a cat nap, AAA, so I can understand it. Tyler is about to time out here. Tyler, Sleeper's not happy with you. Pitts is a great value at 5.6. Connor Woods, I don't know what you're taking Woods there, Ozzy. Woods at 4.9. Are you out of your mind, bro? Dude's coming back from an ACL tear. Kittle, Burrow's a little early. Kittle's a little early. Still a good squad. I mean, your second, third, and fourth round picks and your fifth round pick all are a little bit early, King. If you slid them all down one round and still had your second rounder, I'd really like the team. Jefferson, Metcalf, Hopkins, Breece Hall, Dobbins. Interesting trying that triple wide. Cup, Allen, Keenan, Monty, Hawkinson's a very, very good team. Very understated. Hill, Mahomes, Akers, Woods. If you didn't take Woods, bro, I'd really love this team, Ozzy. But that's just my opinion. Don't worry about me. Trust your gut, pal. Chase, Chubb, Mitchell, Gibson, Pitts. That's a really good value across the board on every one of those draft selections, bro. Jamar Chase at 1.6, still a bargain in my opinion. Nick Chubb at 2.7, that protects you. A lot of ADP, a lot of risk baked into that. Mitchell at 3.6, you could have argued that at your second round pick. Gibson, you could have argued at your third round pick. Pitts, you could have argued as your fourth round. Like this is value across the board, Looter. One of the top three teams in this draft here, pal. Henry, AJ Brown, Andrews, Rodgers, Lockett. Lockett's way early. Rodgers is a little early, I suppose. Cook, Kamara, Waller, Barkley. Talk about the comeback team, the injured and doubted team. Will any of them be on the field, or will they all bust, or will they all bounce back and have awesome seasons? On paper looks great, but I don't know. Mental, McCaffrey, Diggs, McLaurin, Jackson, ETN's interesting. Probably a top 6 team. Has Williams, Debo, Herbert, Deontay, DJ Moore. Interesting. Auto team. Auto draft. Eckler, Kelsey. I don't like Kelsey there. Elliott. Aaron Jones is pretty decent value there, I suppose, especially if A-Rod stays. But he's still got some risk. Godwin's coming back from an ACL. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Everyone's getting on the Godwin bandwagon again. Drafted him way too early, coming off an injury, and he's moving, changing scenarios. Adams, Mixon, Waddle, Higgins, Hunt. I don't like the Hunt pick yet, but Higgins is a tad bit early, but he could earn that. I like the Waddle, Mixon, and Adams picks. Pretty good mock draft, people. Pretty good mock draft, people. Let me hit some questions. I'm not going to stay too long tonight. Ricky says, wow, that team has some massive downside. I don't know what team you're talking about, Ricky, but I hear you. Let's see here. Smitty, can you rate my most recent Superflex Dynasty team in the Discord? I'm trying to learn. Post it in here real quick, Clayton. Hurry, because I'm not going to stay too long tonight, but post it in here. What about A.J. Dillon? Says Mark Cleveland. I like A.J. Dillon. I like him a lot this year. I like him a lot. Ricky says Kamara team has the downside. Okay. But back to the A.J. Dillon comment by Mark Cleveland. The man, the myth, the legend. Mark, I'm going to say he's still going to walk into 2022 with a lot of upside and not a whole lot of risk, because people aren't going to draft him to be the starter. I think they'll draft him higher than they did last year, but with Aaron Jones still being in the picture, I think we're going to be pretty protected into not having to overpay. But at the same time, with Aaron Jones in the picture, are we going to be looking at a sharing situation all year long? Or will Aaron Jones fall back to his old injury ways, which is certainly possible as he gets older. Maybe he's frustrated with his role. Kind of a mixed bag of everything colliding together, making this guy miss games. Wouldn't be shocked at all if A.J. Dillon started like 6-7 games in 2022. So he could be a league winner without question if all that shakes out that way. I love Lance at quarterback, bro. Absolutely love him. I'm good, Nevin. Appreciate you being here. Not taking Buck players this year, at least. Not right now. I can understand that. Haven't been around lately because of my sports. Glad to have you back, pal. Clayton loves talking about his mock teams, eh? Says first last. Smitty, is there a site to watch film on players? Yeah, it's called youtube.com, Pally. youtube.com should be plenty. You'll get lots of highlights there, bro. And I got a lot of links on my sleeperu.com. Like when I do my rookie running back breakdowns, bro, I got links all tied to it. Like the one click away. I provide it all for you at sleeperu.com. You want the rookie breakdowns? I'll give you the video footage you need. And I'll pick the best video footage on them too. So that's part of what I do. Wilson to San Francisco would be nasty, but it will never happen, says Ricky. Again, Trey Lance season is approaching. Top 5 to 7 quarterback season for Trey Lance. Get ready for it. If you don't like that, tough at me. Comment below. Tell me what you think. It's okay. It's okay if you don't agree with me. If you think Trey Lance is a year or two away or a bust, that's fine. That's fine. But just know that the man you're following into battle doesn't feel that way. I, Smitty, your fearless leader, am telling you that Trey Lance to me has top 5 to 7 fantasy football upside out of the gate in 2022 because he's in a potent offense that's nowhere near the same as any other rookie situation you've ever seen in your life. So this is different. This is different. Trey Lance is ready. He's been waiting for this moment his whole life. He's got Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, a running game, Eli Mitchell, a defense, Kittle. This is insane. The amount of weaponry this man's being handed, the responsibility being given to him, all this weaponry to a sophomore. I know, it's crazy. He's got to learn to read defenses. Guess what? This man can run the football too. Guess what? This man has the potential and track record in college, even if it's, I know, lesser competition. I've heard it all. But this man is electric. He is elusive. He can improvise. He's in an offense that could, if they needed to, hold his hand, but they won't need to because this man is a grown man. The man is named Trey Lance, and he is king of the NFC. And get ready for it because it's going to shock the world, and everybody's going to rip on it just like they ripped on the Bengals. And when we talked about the Bengals on the show winning the division, when we talked about Joe Burrow being a top 3-4 quarterback, when we talked about Herbert being number 3 overall for quarterbacks in 2020 to 2021, we got ripped apart for it. It happens. We're used to it. We don't care. We've got thick skin. We march on. We let the haters hate, and then we let the haters fade, and they never return. CMC running back 1, remember that? Anyway, Carson Wentz, old college. I don't know what that's referencing to. Trey Area says 49er Faithful Lee. I'm sure you enjoyed that little rant, 49er Faithful Lee. I have Josh Allen and Trey Lance in Dynasty. What should I want for him or keep him? 1 QB league. I just kind of test the waters and see what you can get for either one of them. Do I prefer you keep Allen? Probably. He's the number 1 quarterback for me. Lance is 5 to 7, but maybe you can get more for Josh Allen. And I wouldn't mind starting Trey to the Bay, bro. I wouldn't mind it. So, like, what can you get for either one of them? Poke around, try and get a Jamar, try and get a Javonte. If you've got to give up more, you got to give up more. Try and get a Jefferson. Try and get those kind of players for your top elite talent, Josh Allen. It's a dynasty league. Josh Allen in dynasty holds more value. Quarterbacks in a startup don't hold as much value as quarterbacks in a dynasty league that are already underway. You'll find that nobody's trading Josh Allen or Mahomes at value they drafted him at. They're trading for him if they're getting much higher value. This is how you know that Allen and Mahomes are bargains on draft day, because during the year, once the draft is over, people's asking price 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, is way higher than the value that was paid on draft day, even if it's 2 or 3 weeks later. And that tells you something. That tells you that it was a bargain on draft day. That tells you that the mentality of waiting on a QB is faulty. Not that you can't win not waiting on a QB. Not that waiting on Trey Lance isn't better than drafting Josh Allen a little earlier. I'm acknowledging that, and I talk about that all the time. But the in general attitude against early or middle round quarterback drafting is faulty. And the evidence of that is in the trade value. When you go poking around to try and get a Mahomes or a Josh Allen, and no one is even biting when you offer second round talent, it tells you that your third round value that you paid, the cost of entry on draft day, was a bargain. That's the moral of the story. I'm just saying Trey Lance and Wentz went to the same. Okay, I hear what you're saying, bro. Watch 49ers get Brady. They could. We talk about that all the time, Sean. And it would just delay the Trey Lance experiment, but I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it does not happen. Lance, if he starts, he's starting. He's starting. Unless there's some kind of Brady move, which I don't think will happen. It seems to have been shot down. I'm not worried about it. All right. People, I'm out of here. I just wanted to jump in and do a quick mock draft with you because I haven't catered to my night crew as much lately with the day show, with the 7 p.m. Eastern show. Because that kind of is a night show, I have been a little bit laxed in my night live stream since the fantasy season ended. So I wanted to jump in here and do a stream with you. I'll probably do one tomorrow night as well. Please comment, subscribe, like, follow, tell your grandma, tell your Uncle Buck, tell Uncle Bud, tell Steve from accounting, Mike from accounting, tell everybody from the whole entire accounting department to come watch the fantasy football show. Send this link everywhere. Do it live. Appreciate everybody in here. You posted the team in the chat. Okay, real quickly before I leave, let's take a look at his team. Clayton has this team right here. Lance, Kamara, Mitchell, Deontay, Brandon Cooks, Schultz, and St. Brown, and Superflex Watson. Love the quarterbacks. Kamara's a nightmare situation for you. Maybe you can trade him. Maybe you can trade across position and get a CeeDee Lamb and maybe a Connor, James Conner. You know what I mean? Like, look at the CeeDee Lamb team. See if that owner will even give you Lamb. Let alone Lamb and something else. I'm not saying to take just Lamb if you can get away with more, obviously. But I love Lamb, bro. I don't agree with anybody that says that he busted or he's a beta. He's not an alpha wide receiver. He's an alpha wide receiver. And Kamara might leave you completely hanging. And this is a dynasty league. Okay, so Lamb's got a bright future, long future. Kamara, even if he gets and escapes this whole mess that he's dealing with, might not have 2 or 3 years left. He might have 1 to 1.5. So I'm going in and attacking a Lamb and something. I'd take a McLaurin and a player. It depends on what player, but your best avenue is to go across position, bro. Like, try and get a receiver. Like, Cooks, Kamara, those two are expendable to me. Deontay, I mean, if you got A-Rod or Watson, he'd be through the roof to the moon. So I'm tempted to say not trading Deontay, but at the same time, depending on what you can get. Yeah, I know you're saying Kamara fell to the third, bro, but he might be of no use to you know what I mean? Like, it seems tempting, but you just can't do it. You got to let somebody else take that gamble. Lance, Watson, Mitchell, those are some good players. Like, if you had another player instead of Kamara there, it would be a very competitive team. Right now, it still could be if Kamara comes back. Like, don't get me wrong, but dude literally was punching and kicking a man that was unconscious on the ground. I just don't know how he escapes at minimum a half a season suspension, but crazier things have happened, bro. This could all get brushed under the rug, I suppose. It's possible. So don't get rid of them for nothing. But if this is a dynasty startup, bro, I'm looking at guys. I'm looking at wide receivers that I absolutely love. I'm looking at, like, could you get a Hopkins and he's an older wide receiver. He's not a younger one, but Hopkins and then a running back. You know what I mean? Like a running back I like, not any running back the guy throws your way. I'm looking at those kind of moves. Love Watson and Lance. Watson's a big risk too, but I love St. Brown. Leave him be. Leave Mitchell be. Unless you get the right offer, but go attack it, bro. You can do it. I have faith in you. You are Clayton Hartley. You can do anything, young man. Look at this man. Look at this man. Even his father is shocked at his greatness. He said, Lance and Watson and Mitchell on the same team? Or is he saying Kamara? Son, why'd you draft Kamara, bro? Is that Kamara on your team? I think your dad, I'm not sure what reaction your dad has. It's either he's shocked you drafted Kamara or he's proud of you. I'm not sure which one. You be the judge. Like, subscribe, follow, tell everyone you know about the show, and I will see you all probably tomorrow night. Comment. I'll be up tonight answering questions. So if you're not, if you, Clayton, aren't asking me a follow-up question, that's on you, bro. Because I just told you in the comments I'm going to reply to you.